It's a blessing to me that we should meet. I'd like to thank each in a seat and even those on their feet. See, I didn't think I'd be doing this back in 2003, but then I fell in love, and her name was Poetry. We hit it off like 80s melodies from Aretha and Tina T. I found the RESPECT that allows you to listen and for me to speak. And if we seek, we can find the poet that's inside. However, you should remember, not all poems come on our time, and it can be a full page or just a few chat lines. You can be grown or a child. You or I may have the words the divine uses to save lives. But however you spend your time right now, we are live. Welcome back to the PodPoets Lounge spoken word and poetry game show where we have fun celebrating poets. And I'm your host and fellow poet, Naquel. And thanks for joining us for another episode. It is September 12th, 2020, and it's all about the vibe. Our panelists are here, and tonight I'm talking the love of words, the love of laughter, and the love of living a full life is what's on deck. We have some fun trivia, dope poets, writing skills on fleek, as they would say, some just fire spoken word artists. We're going to learn a bit about what makes them so dope. So open up, relax, and stimulate your mind all at the same time. That is why we're here at the PodPoets Lounge. Shout out to our last show's guests, Steffortless, Colin G. Smith, and Mama Mist came through. Actually, Mama Mist was the winner. She's going to be featured in Spilled Ink. That is a section of the Ink magazine, that dope art, poetry, and spoken word magazine that you want to make sure you're getting a copy of every month when it comes out. And so she was the winner. So shout out to her. She did her thing in the PodPoets trivia game. And tonight's winner also will have a chance to win and be featured in Spilled Ink. And that's exciting. That is exciting, yo. Big things are happening with the collaborations. And shout out to the Ink magazine for the work. I have some good news to share. Real good news to share. We are on several new streaming platforms now. So it could be Deezer, Spotify, Apple, Listen Notes, Amazon Music. We've been on Anchor, and I think iHeart and Google Podcasts are actually pending right now. So excited about that because we want to make sure that all this goodness gets to people's ears, right? It's one thing to just have it tucked away over here on Podbean, but it's just too good. The words, the messages, the power, that the essence of a poet needs to be out there. And that's what we're all about here, celebrating that essence. And you know what? Much like the Ink magazine, this podcast and game show fusion was created by a poet for my fellow poets. And I thank y'all for tuning in wherever you are listening from. I appreciate it very much. Please consider donating if you enjoy the show. And let's meet our artists. It's time. We have Kim Miller in the building. Shout out, Kim. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you
as well as Gemini. You are so welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. And Kashima Amish. Give it up for our panelists. Welcome. The crowd is excited to get to know you guys. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming through. I'm honored. Really honored. You know why we're here, though, right? It's real basic. I want us to relax, kick back, and just chill. How does that sound?
Sounds fantastic.
It sounds marvelous. It sounds like mood.
All right, cool. No say a word. Let's do it. All right, so you know this platform is about bringing poets together. Some of the poets that are here tonight actually are just meeting each other. And I think that's just a beautiful thing, how we can connect, learn from one another, and build with each other. So that is what's going on. And one of the individuals on the panel tonight that definitely builds, like her artistry expands, is Kim Miller. She is spoken word poet, entrepreneur, motivational speaker, author, and Southern Fried Haiku Champion.
She's a talent.
Kim, please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us about Kim. And
All right.
what's one of your favorite things about expressing yourself through words?
Okay, my name is Kim B. Miller. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I currently reside in Virginia. And one of the things I love about words is the ability to open a closed mind. Nothing like simplicity in words that can change your heart.
Mm-hmm. So true. So true. Kim, do you have something that you can share with us?
Of course. I'm going to do some haikus for you guys. And for those of you who don't know what haikus are, I always give a brief explanation, understanding that this is a brief explanation. It's a long explanation. Haikus are short poems, 3 lines, 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. So a total of 17 syllables, not words, to make a point. In Japan, where they started, they're only on nature and flowers. The other countries, just decided to switch it up. So we typically write non-traditional haiku or senryu, but we still call them haiku. So just so you know the difference. So haiku.
All right. The mic is yours.
Strong women are not unbreakable. We just know you ain't the hammer. Haiku.
Okay.
Math ain't hard. Division can multiply hate if you add ignorance. Haiku. How come soup is a man, but we got to wonder about woman?
Ooh.
Haiku. Even Jesus was betrayed by one of his boys, so who's your Judas? Haiku. Just because they're in your nest, that does not mean they want to see you fly.
Ooh. Talk about it.
Haiku. Once you find the right king, you won't have to play chess. He won't want the pawns. Haiku. Excuse me. Dear people, stop looking for the help you want and be the help you need. Haiku. Milkshakes may bring boys to the yard, but real men are going to want food. Haiku. Didn't earn my respect. Can't even spell respect without Aretha. Haiku. What does a will look like after he's been jaded, entangled, but rich?
Ooh.
Haiku. You love all 50 shades of gray, but you can't deal with one shade of black? Haiku. Let's see what to end with. Haiku. Chadwick had real Black Panthers. Your folks spill your tea before you sip it.
Can I get that one again?
Definitely. Chadwick had real Black Panthers. Your folks spill your tea before you sip it. And I wrote that one specifically, obviously, for Chadwick and the situation with his colon cancer. And for 4 years, he had colon cancer, and no one in his camp said a word.
I heard about that. Indeed. That was a definite, to me, a keen observation in all of what took place in his passing, was the fact that he was able to keep that information private. I thought about that, and a friend of mine actually brought it up in a conversation that we had, and I thought it was an interesting thing how, in a way, it's sort of uplifted, or I don't know if celebrate is the right word, but it's regarded a certain way. I would say in a more in a positive light. The act of keeping that information so secret and so private and personal. Yet, I think society sometimes tries to make you feel like you're supposed, like there's more to be said when you actually open up, and you don't keep things so secret. So I feel there's a pull and a push for you to,
Mm-hmm.
on one hand, open up and then say that, oh yeah, you're being vulnerable. That's great. You're showing actual real strength by expressing, by showing your vulnerability and so forth. And then on the other hand, it's like, okay, you're able to get all these things done. You achieve all of this. You've had all this success, and not him particularly, but as an example, like say movies or all the achievements that he's been able to do, and then keep those things private and to yourself. Uh, I, I I found that there's like a difference, like a push and a pull, and almost like a dichotomy or a conundrum of sorts, where
Mm-hmm.
you don't know which way to go. It's like,
Right.
okay, do you want me to be vulnerable and express myself and be that? Is there real strength in that, or do you want me to keep things to myself and tell me that there's strength in that? And
Mm-hmm.
it's an interesting thing to me. Um, but as far as um, the point in his staff keeping it, because obviously he must have told somebody. He didn't keep it entirely private. He did
Right.
share it, right? So he was able to do that, and those who he confided in were able to honor him in that way, by keeping that information. And that's a beautiful thing to have in life. It's a beautiful
It
thing to
is.
have in life, when you can share something like that with somebody, confide in something so private. Indeed, that's a
Definitely.
beautiful piece to salute him as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, I saw a few different salutes, um, and I think they are all very, very deserving. You left quite an indelible mark. Um, dope, dope. All right. Thank you, Kim. So we see why they call you the Southern Fried Haiku Champion. Cause yeah, you you powerful, powerful, powerful haikus. Real food for thought.
Thank you.
You got some more for us coming up? You got some
Say
more
it again.
coming up? You have some more coming up for us?
Oh, sure. Definitely.
All right, that's what's up. All right, give it up one time, Kim Miller, giving it to us. All right, my brother, Gemini. Thank you so much, sir, for coming through. I appreciate you. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. The honor is mine, man. I'm surrounded by like so many beautiful people and talented artists, man.
Word, very, very talented. You yourself, extremely talented writer, poet. You're actually a two-time self-publishing author, and you're working on your third book. Like Gemini, you are moving and shaking, man. You're a spoken word artist, and officially the first Canadian poet to be a guest on the show. Canadian born, all right, and raised in Toronto.
Yes, indeed.
Now you brought that to my attention, though. It didn't occur to me that you were going to be the first Canadian poet. But I love that you did bring it to my attention. That's really cool. Um, it's a milestone for the show. So thank you again, man, for coming on. I appreciate it, Gemini. Thank you for accepting this invitation, this cordial invitation. You've been supporting this show from the heart, from really the very beginning. I gotta say, quick story is when I started posting on Instagram about the show, and then I saw that you had liked a few of the posts, and then I went to your page. I didn't really know you at the time, and I saw that you had already posted like 3 things about the show on your page, and I was like, "Yo, this dude is like a real supporter of this show, and it just started. It just started, and I was just like, man, yo, that's real love. What made you do that?
To be completely honest, so when I came onto Podbean, I was thinking of starting something similar, and then I saw you doing a test run, and I was like, oh, okay, let me just listen in and see what yours is about. And the passion that you had behind it, I was like, you know what? I think you could put so much into it.
Mhm.
And I mean, in regards to like spoken word, believe me when I say you have more experience in it than I do. Like I'm more of a written word poet.
Mhm.
I just recently started doing spoken word, and
Uh-huh.
I was like, you know what? Let's help bring poetry back. And I found like with a show like yours, I was like, yeah, it can definitely happen. So I was all in from the start. I was like, I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna watch this become successful, and just
Mhm.
support. Like for me, it's all about supporting others, right?
Uh-huh. That's really cool, man. It's humbling to get that support from someone who is, in essence, you were a stranger. You didn't have to do it, even though you had the idea. You didn't have to support my idea. I wanted to. I think it feels a little bit long overdue to share this platform with you in this way, and I'm really, really, really humbled, honored, man, and it's just a lot of respect about where the show is at and your contribution. I really feel like you contributed a great deal to this show, man. Thank you very much, Gemini. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Please tell us about Gemini, and then what's one of your favorite things about expressing your art for people?
All right. So a little bit about myself. As you already mentioned, I'm Toronto born. Other than that, I've been writing for, I'd say, probably 20 years now.
Mm,
And the thing I love most about poetry and just being able to express yourself is
yeah.
that there's sometimes when you just don't have anybody to talk to, or you do have those people to talk to, but you can't necessarily connect to them on that level.
Yeah.
And it's not through their fault or anybody else's, right? So
Hmm.
when you get a chance to write it out, you just feel like this weight off of your chest or off of your shoulders. And then when people around the world can relate to it, you
Yeah.
feel like this sort of validation, right? And you're just glad that somebody else can relate and maybe you've helped them. So that's what I love the most about poetry.
Beautifully said. Do you have something that you can share with us?
Yeah, actually, this one is extremely, extremely new. So bear with me. I'm
All
gonna
right.
begin.
All right. Mike is yours.
I've got a voice and can hear it. These thoughts in my head taking the pen to the paper and now experimenting with some written sentiments. Memorable experiences painted with ballpoint pensive strokes, keyboard typos, backspace illustrated mementos. Get the picture? Standing in the mirror, each day getting more accustomed to that reflection that seems to be becoming clear, becoming fairer and fairer with fear here, there, now disappearing, solely, soulfully conversing. Repetitive repetition of these daily thoughts that others now read, listen, and see now that I've started posting on IG. My new hostess. You see, I've got a voice and I want them to hear it. Writing for so long that I've
Mm,
switched pseudonym personas with past audience members now asking, who's this? Where's Quest? And to be honest, Quest is nearby. He's just taking a break as he's needed to rest. Heartbreak moments, mental and emotional abuse, slowly augmenting his innocence. Introducing to you his twin element, switching it up, going from third person first to the first person and no one else. Hi, I'm Gemini Four Eyes. Loyal to self. My expression is art. That's right. That's why I write so as to speak my thoughts in forms that are now their rawest, or better put, their purest. First, starting off with a series of little sentiments written to self. Dear self, if I don't have you, then I truly have no one else. With the next set sent to her, and there were maybe 2 to 3 before I put her on the shelf, compartmentalized, yet display the actions of these modern day feelings of mine when it comes to love and how it crippled my mind. But all heals with time. Now writing about hurt people and how they hurt people, wanting so bad to escape as I realize that I just don't know how to break this destructive cycle. Screaming Ryan when I choose to actually go by Michael, hoping for a new start or a better life, where Katie Ann is no longer a part of my daily cycle. You see, she helps me escape, but anxiety, she pulls me back. And to be honest, she was the first and only to stay since my ex first left, pushing away depression, telling her that there's no room for her, so to stand clear. When truth be told, she told her that she had to go. But now even she wants to let go, telling me that, like me, she's similar to me, an immigrant native firstborn daughter and son, living in a world where some are permanently silenced because of colored differences. Yet still, she'll always be around. Memories never fade, but if they do, she knows that she forever has a place numerously scripted in these surprisingly lightly written dark memoirs. You see, I got a voice in the world plus mommy now hear it, telling me that granddaddy would be proud the reincarnation of what may have been lost within me has now been found. Scared at first, but passion's compassion is now heard in every syllable now pronounced, and that image first seen in the mirror is now relatable to the man I've become. Son, friend, writer, and poet. I've got a voice and can hear it. Listen closely, and you too can see it. These spoken sentiments adding color to these written thoughts and experiences. That's it.
Dope piece, man. I can feel the outpour in that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. You got some more for us later, Gemini?
For sure, definitely.
All right, cool. That's what's up. Dope piece. Yeah, I think it said, "Dear self, if I don't have you, I have nothing else." Was it something
Nobody
like
else.
that?
Yeah.
Nobody else?
That's
Yeah,
it.
dope.
That's it.
Dope. And listen, y'all, another fire and dope artist here tonight, patiently waiting, Kashima. Ladies and gentlemen, Kashima Amisha is here. She's in the building. Okay, make some noise. All right. Don't get me amped. Don't do it. All right, I'm gonna behave myself. She is. Listen, y'all. She here. The one, the only. The ardent spoken word artist, singer, owner of Amish Productions, where it's all about education, entertainment, and community service. And since the last show, she is now creator, producer, host of From the Heart. Boop, 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 boop. From the heart of a poet. She's moving and she is shaking. Thank you so much for returning to the show. You accepted the invitation 2 times.
Oh, yes. I'll accept it 5. I love it.
We had a great time in episode 10. I'm going to ask you to please reintroduce yourself to the listeners. Tell us about Kashima. What's one of your favorite things about expressing your art for people?
Well, I am Kashima Amish, Kashima_beauty on Instagram. And my favorite thing about expressing myself to people is really what my slogan says. Leaving ink all over a world who once never noticed. My ink, my pen, my words, that's my mark. That's my part of my purpose. Like, I feel that it was meant for me to be kind of blank, to everybody. Blank meaning how I grew up. You know what I mean? The rejection, the abandonment, not being raised by my family, being told I wasn't going to be nothing. People really look forward to me not being anything. So for me to actually have a voice, and not just have a voice, but for my words to be meaningful and they penetrate not just one generation, but many. Because I come across many different people, older people, our generation. I work with younger children. You already know that.
Yes, a lot of youth.
Yeah,
right.
that's really my slogan. Is really my favorite part, for real. Being effective is my favorite part of expressing myself. If I'm not effective, then to me, there's no need for me to even have a voice. Honestly, that's just me, though. I find that my pen and my words and my voice is my purpose.
That's deep. Okay.
It's powerful, right?
Yo, it's facts. Do you have something, Kashima, that you could share with us?
I absolutely do. I think I have something you like too.
Is that right?
I think that's right.
All right. Bring it.
All right. I am Kashima Amish. Wait a minute. I don't think they heard me. I said, I am Kashima Amish. Hold up. Let me break it down for you with a little bit more clarity. I am Kashima Amish. Kashima anointed. Kashima modest. Kashima enthusiastic. Kashima hardworking. See, they said in life I wasn't going to be shit. But now I'm the token. Yeah, I got the keys. I'm that diamond in the rough. The one who prays you through when life drops you to your knees and your battles get too tough. I don't call you king just because you're a black man. I call you king because that's who you are to me. See, he is my king. He is my one. Yes, he's my father. And yes, he's my son. I can talk to him because he understands everything I go through and everything I am. He's my support system. I can't live without him. The best thing since sliced bread is his kiss, his hugs, his lips, his touch. And I just want the whole world to know about my black brother. I love you. I will never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you for whatever true. See, King, I'm not just your queen. I'm your lioness. This love I have for you, I carry is so big that it's wireless. It reaches you wherever you go. See, I crown you king because you're created in the image of the one I love most. Thank you.
You are absolutely right. I love that piece. I love the way you sing that piece. It comes from the heart of a poet. Listen to me, man. Fire. I love the vibe.
And I got
All
a
right.
surprise for you too.
Do you now?
I got a surprise project coming up. Yep.
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. I like surprises. All right, yo, I'm loving the vibe. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so very much. Thank y'all. You each have more to share with us later on. So I'm looking forward to that. And listen, folks, if you're just tuning in, if you just change the channel, don't touch that dial. This is the PodPoets Lounge. Follow on YouTube, IG, and Facebook, and listen where you get your podcasts. And of course, listen live right here on Podbean. So we are chilling live with Gemini, Kim Miller, and Kashima Amish. And guess what? It is game time, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is time for some Pod Poets trivia. So let me go ahead and explain the game. Our 6 players. Again, what did I just say? 6 players? I don't think there's that many players. So there's something wrong with that. Our 3 players will be choosing from 6 categories. Tonight's categories are movie, where the movie is Black is, Black ain't. We didn't tackle this one too much on last episode, but it was the category. And also there is the stuff folder. It is back. And I have a new game that I came up with. It's called Poets Just Scrambling. I'll explain it a little later on. There's IG Poet and Word Whiz and Finish Line. Let me put it down here so you can see. And so a poet is going to select a category. I'll read and I'll share the question in the chat. And so the first round will be all group questions. I'm going to read the question. Everybody can respond. It doesn't matter who says it first. And then the next round will be a little bit different. It'll be a mix of group responses and then individual questions for each of you. And then we'll see what happens in the last round. So you'll lock in your choice. And then, like I said, you'll just tell me what it is. There's 1 point for your correct answers. And questions can be multiple choice. They may also be true or false. Sounds good as far as rules and how it works? Panelists?
Yep, sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right, thumbs up there.
Sounds great.
All right, so I think we can get started with a test question. All right, let's do it. So this is a true or false test question. Here we go. Let me put it down here. If a termite walks into a bar and asks, "Is the bartender?" What's the correct answer? You guys are laughing too much. That's not a good test question. Let me try another one.
No, it's
Okay,
not.
let me try. No, let me try another.
It's perfect.
It is. Let me try another one. I hear you, but let me try another one. Here we go. This one is okay. Here's this one. All right. So when his children asked, "Dad, did you get a haircut?" Did he respond, A, "I wanted to get the haircut, but my checking account didn't save for the savings, and that's my fault"? Or did he say, B, "No, I got them all cut"? Or was it C, "Little children, I left here with a head of hair. Clearly I'm bald now. What's wrong with y'all?" How did this father respond to his child that asked him, "Dad, did you get a haircut?" C. C is my answer. That's how I would respond, but
C.
I don't.
I'm gonna go with B.
Uh-oh.
Same here. I would choose B as well.
It's B.
What's the answer?
It's B.
Damn, I lost already. Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, that was a word.
That's our little warm up.
Word. That was another race.
I think y'all are ready, right? You ready for the real thing?
Ready.
Yes.
All right, fantastic. So here we go. We have, we'll start with Kashima and then Gemini and then Kim. And categories are there. Go ahead and pick a category, Kashima.
Pick a category, Kashima. Okay.
Yeah,
I want when children. I want Black is movie.
Okay. So there were some well-known people, actually, that appeared in that film. Black is, Black ain't. What I need you to do is tell me who was not in the film. Was it A, Angela Davis? Was it B, a low Afro rockin' Cornel West? Was it C, Michelle Wallace? Or was it D, Tupac Shakur? Who was not in the film?
Okay, Black is, Black ain't. Who was not in the film? Okay, this is gonna be a guess. I want to say a low. Who the hell is a low Afro rock? Okay, I'm not picking him.
Cornel West. He had a low rockin' Afro.
Okay. I'm like, who the hell is that? I honestly don't know. Is it Tupac? I'm just picking D. Listen, I'm going with D. I don't know.
All right, she was going with D. She's locked in. All right, Kim.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I'll go D2. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Come on, Kim.
Then Gemini.
I'm stuck between C and D.
Oh, I'll unstuck you. You have 10 seconds.
I say D. Thanks.
You're gonna go with
You
D.
all need to do it. Yeah.
J-Lo, thank you for joining. Okay, y'all are absolutely correct. Nicely done. Way to go. It's beautiful. I love when it starts like that. Everybody's on the board. Okay. Gemini, you're next category.
All right, let's see. The stuff folder.
Brave man. Okay. Here we go. The infamous stuff folder. Let's see what we can dig out. After that's not a good one. Please disregard that last one.
Wait, hold on. Why?
Because that last one, that's a previous question.
Was on a previous show?
Yeah. We can't, no, not doing it. Not for our loyal listeners.
Hold on.
This will be too easy.
Hold on. Kashima, Kim, did you guys see the last show?
I wish.
All right,
No,
it's a fair
I did. I don't
question.
remember. I
It's
saw
Gemini,
part of it,
did
but I
you?
don't remember the question.
yeah, I didn't see the questions at all, brother.
All right, see,
I see,
it's a
Gemini.
fair
I
question.
see.
It's a
But
fair question. Keep talking. All right. You know I like accents, Dr. You ain't tell them?
uh,
You know I like
yes,
accents. You ain't let them know?
yes, she does. She does. She does. All right, so I gotta pull this question back. Sorry, Gemini. I still
Okay.
appreciate you, bro.
No worries. Go
All
ahead.
right. So here's the next one. Tell me, the first line in his poem was, "Oh no, 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 that ain't gonna work." Because this looks familiar too.
I'm done. You know I
All
got
right,
your
you want me
back
to
open.
choose a different category?
No, I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you this one. This is all me. This is all me. Okay. What is not a poem title in Manushka the Poet's first poetry book?
Oh, okay.
And you guys don't have to answer in any particular order. Once you think you know the answer, you can tell me.
Okay.
I'm gonna say B.
B. Okay. Erotica poem. Okay.
Okay.
Before ink, after heartbreak.
C.
Okay. Kim's C.
I'm going with C too.
You're gonna go with C as well. Okay. Gemini actually got this one.
Wow.
Go Gemini.
Go you.
Lucky guess. Lucky guess.
All right. And
But me
he's
and Kim know how to fight.
in the lead. I missed that. What?
Because Jim and I won that round, so I told y'all that me and Kim know how to fight. Feel me?
Exactly.
So I can't feel
Feel me, Kim?
comfortable.
Exactly.
Feel you.
And we gonna motivationally speak about it after.
That's how we do it.
Amen.
I don't want to be Gemini right now. I just don't.
Wow. I know, yeah.
All right. So Gemini is in the lead. Got that 2 points. Okay. Kim, category.
Poets
please.
just scrambling.
Okay. Let's hop right into it. So this is a new category. And what it is words that I'm going to give you, and you have to create as many words as you can using the letters from that word, sort of like scramble or Scrabble.
Okay.
Or scramble or Scrabble.
Oh.
Actually, similar words when you look up the etymology. Now, the first word I'm going to give you, you're going to get 30 seconds to create as many words as you can. Let me see, 4-letter words, as many 4-letter words. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gemini. Okay, Kashima.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the word is poetry, and then I'm going to start the timer. And I have a list of all the words, all the 4-letter words that you can create from this. So we'll go through each of what you guys have. And you get a point for every word that you get correct.
So the word is poetry.
The word is poetry. And I'm going to start the timer. And you have 30 seconds. Ready? Go.
Oh my gosh.
You're creating as many 4-letter words that you can think of out of the letters in the word poetry.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That's time. All right. So I'm going to need to know who has the highest and the lowest number of words. So Kashima, how many words did you create? Don't tell me the words. Just tell me how many words. Count them for me.
I got 4.
Okay. And Gemini, how many words do you have?
6.
Okay. And Kim, how many
Wow.
words were you able to create?
Well, assuming one of these is a word, 4.
4. Okay. All right. So
Oh, damn.
there's a possible chance here to get 4 points for Kashima, 6 for Gemini, and 4 for Kim. We'll start with Kashima. Tell us what your
My retarded words.
let me get the laugh. Let me get the laugh button.
My retarded
4
special
points easy in
ed.
the bag.
Repot, REPOT, ropey, tooper, and trope. That's all I got.
All right. Spell Roby for me. That second word.
ROPEY, if that's even a word.
Okay. And what was the next one?
TOPER, topper, tooper, and trope. Like
Okay.
trophy without the H.
Okay. So you created 5-letter words. Okay.
No, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so take the last letter off each. I lost already anyway. I'm about to become a Gemini. Fuck this. Fuck this.
Oh, Kashima, go.
I'm changing my birthday. I'm becoming a Gemini.
Oh, man. Okay. Did you got Kim and Gemini? Did you do 4 or 5?
4.
I did
You did
6.
4. Okay.
I did
All right.
6.
So but 4-letter words, right? Or 5-letter words?
Yeah.
4-letter words. Okay. So Kashima, I don't know if repot.
Don't do that. We already know I lost. Don't do that. Don't do that.
All right. Let me just see, because I'm thinking you could still get some points. I know trope is a word.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you get a point there. Let me see.
I'm gonna use this.
And
for
then
my
repo.
show.
Yeah, I'm like repot. The word is repo. Yeah, that's a word.
Repo,
Okay, it's
yeah.
another point right there. All right. I think and ropey is a word, but it's ROPY.
Oh.
All right. And the one was topper.
What about rope?
Rope would be. But you did 5-letter words, so I gotta do you on the do you. I gotta check you
Watch
against the
your mouth
5.
here. Watch your
I
mouth.
know.
We ain't even start the erotic version yet. Watch your mouth. You see, Cam? You see?
I'm telling you.
He need a speech, sis. He need a speech.
Oh man. Little slip. Uh-oh. Okay.
And he's slipping. All right.
Let me see. Last word. Toper? Yeah. And toper is a word. Someone who drinks alcoholic beverages a lot. And I gotta give you that one. All right, Kashima's at 4 points. All right, nicely done. All right, Gemini, can I have the 4-letter words that you were able to create, sir?
All right. So I got poet,
Mm-hmm.
port, pour, tire, rope, and taupe.
Tire?
Yeah,
Huh.
TYRE.
I have to check that one day.
Yeah,
Go
I have
ahead.
to check that one day.
Mm-hmm. It's a word. It's the
Yep.
British spelling of tire.
Wow.
It's one of the
Now
Weird,
oldest.
I'm
count.
Canadian,
We
right?
doing English. We doing English. Now count. Nah.
That's
Nah.
in Canada.
Oh man.
Nah.
Okay, so I got poet, pour, Pore, right? And port, tire.
Yep.
Oh.
And what else?
Mhm.
I missed another one.
Rope, ROPE,
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
and then taupe, TOPE.
Okay. What is taupe? What is that?
It's not a
Good
word.
question. That was just a guess. Hold on.
A toper. So toper is a person who drinks alcohol a lot, and then taupe. What is it? It's a verb. Drink alcohol to excess. Okay.
No.
All right. So
You
we
see
got to give
Kim
it to him.
It's a good word.
Woo.
Okay, you get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Hey, y'all are doing really good with this game. Okay, Kim, what you got?
You know what?
Okay, I had poet, rope, port,
Okay.
and tour.
Ah, yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Okay. How was that? How was that game? You guys enjoy that one?
That was good.
It's new.
Yeah, that was
enjoyed
good.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna just
excellent.
need Gemini to send me some answers. I got you on half of the ink spread, bro.
Wait. Hold up. Weren't you threatening me a while ago?
Chill. That was another me. It's like 5 of us in one. Chill.
Fire and ice, fire and ice.
Feel me? Chill.
Right?
I got you on half the ink spread though, bro. I'm gonna send you my number. I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Word.
All right. We'll work
Word,
something
I
out.
love
We'll
it.
work something out.
Yeah. Work something out. Y'all are poets. Make it happen. Okay. We are in the swing of things. Okay, so we got a category from Kim. We got a category from Gemini. Oh no, Kim, did we get a category from you? I don't think so.
Yep, I picked that one.
Oh, the last one was you. Okay.
Yes.
It's 8:04 p.m. It's not too late. It's happening to my brain. Okay. So let's do Kashima.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying that? Okay. Let's have Kashima pick another category.
Okay. Yeah, let me not pick that because the way Gemini set up. Word, I'm a time. Let's see. Bullshit. Oh, it's just the stuff folder.
All right, let's head back on over there. Okay. This one is similar to the year they left us. So an event took place involving this poet, and you got to tell us what happened that same year.
Oh, wow.
So the year that we lost our dear sister Gwendolyn Brooks in 2000, this event happened. Was it A, the country of China entered the World Trade Organization? Or was it B, the human genome sequence is revealed? Or was it C, 20 people passed away in a violent earthquake in India? Or was it D, Bill Clinton became the first sitting president to visit Vietnam?
Oh, wow.
Which of these took place? And you guys are going to get 30 seconds, okay?
Oh, my gosh. Okay. 20 people died in a violent. Oh, my God. Oh. Okay, I'm going to guess. Bill Clinton. Human. I'm going with C. Okay. I really don't know, so I have to guess.
All right. What are your guesses, guys, or choices?
I don't even know who Gwendolyn Brooks is. Like, this is bad.
All right. We'll start with any one of y'all.
Right. I don't even know who this is.
So, all right. Kashima's still thinking about it. Gemini or Kim, do you have an answer?
I'm just going to go with C because I don't know.
I
I'm
think
just
it
guessing.
was.
I'm going with C.
This is kind of a hard one.
I feel like it was A. I feel
I'm
like
going
it was
with
A.
C.
Okay.
I'm going with D.
Yeah, I'm going with C. That's all I keep saying, so I'm going to go with that.
All right. Kim did get this one.
Oh.
Yeah, this was Bill Clinton became the first sitting president to
Oh,
visit
my
Vietnam.
God.
That was a hard one, though.
It was. Who figured that out? You popping.
Who guessed
All
it
right.
out?
So we are just out of that first round with 4 points for Kashima. We have 8 points currently for Gemini, and 6 points for Kim. So give it up for yourselves one time.
Woo!
Doing well.
Wait,
Okay.
sorry. One thing.
Did he just say I'm doing well?
Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
One thing. Doesn't Kashima have 5? Because we all got the first one right?
Yes.
Thank you,
Okay.
Gemini. Bless your heart.
As long as you
Then-
hook me up, eh? I gave you the one.
Thank you. Bless you. I have nothing else to say. You win this game, you. Oh, I'm sorry. Halfway.
What was the what was the 5th point? Help me.
So the first question we all got right, and
Mhm.
then for the poet scrambling, she got 4
Mhm.
words, right? She got Toper.
3.
Didn't she get Toper, Repo, and what were the other 2? I could have sworn
She got
all
trope,
4.
toper, repo, and she said ropey, but that wasn't a word. Was ropey?
Okay.
R O
All right, my bad.
P Y? I don't think ropey's a word. Yeah, I didn't see that as a word. Yeah, ropey was the word, but it's ROPY, not ROPEY.
Oh.
Okay, my
But
bad. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good. I appreciate that. Lets me know. Everybody pay attention. I cannot mess up an inch. I'm gonna do my best. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, I definitely want to get to know you guys a little bit better. I really, really do. I enjoyed getting into your bios and just seeing what you do. Kashima, I want to ask you a couple more questions. Since you were on the program last, you started your own radio show on DTF Radio. I mentioned it earlier, From the Heart of a Poet. Thank you for having me on the show. Again, I have a blast every time. Can you tell us about your radio show? And also, what advice would Kashima share with someone who wants to make their voice heard, but might be nervous about new beginnings?
Well, my radio show, I sat for a long time, watched people do stuff, wanted to do stuff. And, the pandemic had an actual positive effect on me because it wasn't until the pandemic when I had time to sit with myself. When I saw all those things that I always wanted to do just flared up to the surface. So I was just like the Nike, just do it. So when I went on, what happened is it was like divine. I had a birthday celebration. This young lady named Peachy Sue, she came on my birthday celebration, and I got wind that she had a talk show on DTF on Sundays at 12. Okay. So I reached out to her, and I then in turn, long story short, got my talk show. Now, prior to that, I came on your podcast. I was busy doing the virtual with J Rose. I started joining the virtual with I Am the Real and the Wiz and the rest of them, Wise and the rest of them. And so I had I had a little confidence because the response I was getting was dope. I will tell you the truth, I was very scared. I started off extremely scared. So it being virtual and I don't have to stand on stage was kind of helpful for me. So I already had the confidence from you guys, honestly. You guys was a big, big push and inspiration. Like I said, I got my inspiration from my trivia game from you. And I just got a good push to do it from getting on J Rose's virtual. So I then said, you know what? The first thing came to my mind was From the Heart of a Poet.
Okay.
Because everybody that knows me that whatever I do is straight from the heart. I'm one of those big, hearty people. So it's like from the heart of a poet. So I said, let me do this, create a platform for other people since a platform was created for me. So my goal, every artist that come, every other week or so, we'll spin their records. For businesses, I have a lineup of designers that's coming. I have people like yourself, business owners, people that are writers other than poets, directors, people that have projects like movies coming up. And my team is dope. My DJ does more than DJ. He belongs to Rocky Entertainment. He hosts. My photographer is a videographer. He has his own TV stuff going on, and he does a lot of work for a lot of artists. So yeah, all of us really on the team are multifaceted. So I'm really grateful for that. And what was your other question?
It sounded like I think you answered it. Just the kind of advice that you might share with somebody who's kind of
Just
in
do
that
it.
lane. Yeah, I think
Just
that's
do it.
you said that. You
The only
just
way to
do it.
overcome that fear, literally, is to just do it. Because if you sit and wait, you ain't gonna do nothing but waste time. Because when you really, really want something and it's meant for you to do it, that purpose is gonna keep coming up. It's gonna keep coming to
Mhm.
visit you.
Yeah, you
So
can run,
you
but you
might as
can't
well
hide.
just do it. Once you already know you want to do something, literally just do it. And like me, my show is getting better as time going along. I'm getting better with the camera, the production portion of the show.
Yeah.
So just do it. Literally, just do it. Believe in yourself. Just do it.
Fact.
Let yourself do it that one time. I guarantee you keep going.
Beautiful, beautiful. I hope y'all are listening. Gems being dropped here. Kashima,
And
do you
tune
have
in every Sunday at 7 p.m. You heard? DTF Radio. www.dtfradio.com or download the app for free on Apple or Google. Boom.
plug? Make sure y'all check it out. Kashima, do you have something else that you can share with us,
I
please?
sure do. I got something a little, it's okay to get a little grown, right?
I think so. I think we're
Kim and
all of
Gemini
age.
okay with that? I could get a little over 21.
Nah, I'm young.
How
I'm
you?
kidding. I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Oh, he's kidding.
Okay. All right. The air, as it gazes across your skin, I think from deep within. When our energies click, it's like science, the solar eclipse. And when you disappear, it's like as the longing, as if it's like a longing, as if your fingertips were stroking through the strands of my hair. Give me a house, I'll make it a home. Give me your heart mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You'll never be alone. Forget all the trends because we're uniquely designed. Like this shirt on my back, I just want you to be mine. Drip, 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 drip. That's the sound of my core as my nipples brush across the side of your lips. Like water running down my thighs, I just want you to grab my waist as I ride, Sally ride. Then flip me over as you choke me by the back of my neck. Then I'll turn around to do a sight check, check, check. Oh, bend me like a pretzel and go real deep. Then get little mom over here, because I want to be like SWV, real Vietnamese. Let the juices flow wherever they want to go. As this bronze skin on my body glow, I want to swallow your soul and marinate your spirit. I want you right there, baby, in less than a minute. You said you want 1, 2, or 3. I don't mind, baby, as long as they're all sucking on me. Oh, shit. Did I say that? I know I ain't shit. But you don't be saying nothing with my mouth slapping all across that dick. I'm just saying, baby, please don't be jealous and play fair. Because with her pussy in my mouth, my juices will flow overzealous. I'm done.
And peace. Raw and uncut. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Fire. Okay. Did I hear Ride Sally Ride?
Yes.
I did hear
You heard
Ride
Ride,
Sally.
Sally, Ride. Don't make me say it again. Y'all know y'all be playing.
Encore.
Yeah. Don't
Thank
make me
you
say
so
it
much.
again.
Appreciate that. Yes. And there's more to come from that queen. Yes. Dope poet. And another dope poet here gave us some fire haikus earlier. Kim Miller, you create some beautiful, one-of-a-kind artistic pieces, and they range of items that you put your work on. I've seen some on apparel and different things, beautiful poetry pieces. Can you please tell us a little bit about that side of what you do? And what would Kim share with someone that's sort of deterred from investing more into their own creativeness because they think like it might be too hard to make a living from the use of their creative gifts?
Okay. It's kind of hard. It really depends on the age of the person I'm talking to, because I mentor little kids and all the way up to grown folks.
Okay.
As far as the process to put stuff together, I do it all myself. So I design it. I decide which picture is going to be. Sometimes it's a stock picture. Sometimes it's actually a picture I took, and then I put the words on top of it and print it out and put it in a frame. And then there's the 3D canvas that I may take one where I paint it, or I take one already painted and embellish, make it 3D, and do other things to it.
Okay. Very creative. How much do those pieces cost, like roughly?
The frame ones start around 12, 15, depends on the size and all that good embellishment stuff.
Okay.
The
Awesome.
canvases depend on the size, starting the 20s.
Gotcha. I saw a lot of beautiful pieces. Are they only available? I think that was your website, where
I do carry them online, and I have some with me, so it really depends on where I am. So I figured it was easier to put them online.
Yeah, folks, you can definitely get it there. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. I always kind of get drawn to poets who just find ways to be resourceful. You know, you've got that proverbial starving poet idea that is out there, and I know that for me, that was something that I kind of had to overcome, or at least my passion and my love for poetry helped me to overcome it, where I wasn't really deterred by that, to really invest in the gift. So I think that's a beautiful testimony and advice to pass on, or just be an example of that it can be done.
Thank you.
So, what, I guess, advice would you share with somebody?
Well, I tell people when I'm talking to them is, first of all, don't try to set your business up. If you're a poet, an artist, whatever your art is, don't set it up as soon as you decide what you're going to be. So if you're a spoken word artist and you decide, okay, this is my craft, this is what I love, this is what I'm going to do, don't pick a name that first week. Don't pick a name that first month. See what feels right to you. I know poets who have changed their name 3 times. And then when someone comes in a room, they call them the old name and they get mad. And some don't mind them calling them the old name, but you're branding yourself. Think of yourself as a walking brand. What do I want to be known as? And if you're not sure, just go with your name. You can always add a name after. It's hard to have a name and change it. It's better to go with your birth name or a shortness of your birth name, as opposed to coming with something elaborate and then later going, that's not my brand. So you are your brand. That's the thing that people don't get. You're your walking, talking brand. You illustrate it in what you say. You illustrate it in what you sell. You illustrate it in what you write. So if you decide you're going to brand yourself, which you're branding yourself whether you decide or not to, is whether or not you're going to acknowledge it, is what is your brand? Are you walking and talking the brand that you say you are? And
Great.
to build on that is to figure out which ways is best. What worked for me is not going to work for someone else, because the stuff I do is labor intensive. I'm good on a computer. I can create stuff myself. I can print it out myself.
Yeah.
I get unique frames. The frames are the hardest part because they're very unique. And once you go online, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're all different. So you can only get it one time in that frame.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. And I'm not asking anybody else to do that. I'm asking you to find your niche. Once you find what's good for you, it'll work for you. You're not here to copy someone else's blueprint. Create a blueprint for you.
So well said. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have so many poets from different ages that are different, stages of where they are with their craft and what they want to do with it. Getting the insights that you guys are able to share, very, very useful. Very, very useful gems. Thank you for sharing that. And Kim, do you have something else, another piece or pieces that you can share?
I'll do some more haikus for you guys. And for those of you who just came in, haikus are really short poems, 3 lines, 575. That's syllables, not words. Japan, where it started, only on nature and flowers. All the other countries switched it up. People always ask me, why do you say that? When you take someone's art and change it, you acknowledge it. You should always acknowledge it, how it originated. Haiku. Can't drown out problems with liquor, needles, or pills. Pain will wait for you.
Ooh.
Haiku. You cannot divide yourself into fractions to make someone else whole. Haiku. Stop the black on black brainwashing. Other races don't get colorized. Haiku. If she's a chicken head, Why do you keep dining at KFC? Haiku. Protected sometimes. Black women are like pork. We're the other white meat. Haiku. Ain't you sick of gargling with someone else's spit? Drink your own Kool-Aid. Haiku. You're a distraction. She's waiting for her king and settling for you.
Wow.
Haiku. If your pain runs deep, why is your response so shallow? Read that again. Haiku. If strange fruit becomes fruit, does a forest become a cemetery? And let's see. Haiku.
Oh my God.
Men fight for what they want. If you have to chase him, then he don't want you. So I could go on all night, but that's, or let me do the woman poets ones, because that one really hits me.
Okay.
Dear women poets, they won't protect you. Poetry is not a verb.
That's it.
Oh, I can keep going now. You just tell me when to stop. Haiku.
Give me a couple more. Give me a couple more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our blackness is a pre-existing condition. No wonder black hurts. Haiku. Your side dish won't pay your bills. Well, keep change in your pocket, not your bed. Haiku.
Thank you. One more?
All right. If someone says you shine too bright, tell them to take a seat in your shade.
Beautiful. The embodiment of word power sound.
Thank you.
Ooh, you said some stuff there. Man. The one about the forest. Once that ruminated a little bit in my mind and it all came together, I'm like, oh, sister, wow. Ooh. Sad but powerful. And then some other ones. I want you to explain one for me.
Yes.
One I didn't. Something about someone else's spit. I'm not sure I understand what that one was saying.
Okay. Aren't you sick of gargling with someone else's spit? Drink your own Kool-Aid. Ain't you sick? You got it.
I think I got it. It's like, why are you repeating things that other people say? What think for yourself?
Yep.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Yay! Appreciate it, Kim.
Thank you.
Right. You're welcome, my brother Gemini. Okay. We said already that you are working on a third book, but you gave us two books. I want to quickly let the folks know what those books are. One is called The Twin Sentiments of a Man, and the second one is called Perspective Prescriptions. Can you tell us about them, where they're available, and from your experience, Gemini, like writing and actually self-publishing two books, what piece of Gemini twin site can you share with somebody who wants to do something similar?
All right. Well, the first book, Twin Sentiments of Man, can be found on exibris.com. So it's xlibris.com, or it can be found on amazon.com. The second one, Perspective Prescriptions, is actually found on blurb.ca or blurb.com, and that one When I was publishing both, actually, the first one, Twin Sentiments of Man,
Mhm.
yeah, working with a self-publishing company, you've got to be really, really
Yeah.
aware of like their history, and like you got to look into reviews and things like that. Because with this company, they were fairly new when I started out, and I was actually working with another friend, and she was publishing her
Mhm.
book, and we both had the same experiences with this company. It was pretty difficult nearing the end,
Okay.
and it's for them it was more of like a money
Oh,
grab,
wow.
and you're continuously dishing out money. But when they're doing things like marketing or
Mhm.
whatever, you're not necessarily invited to like the promotional events that they're having. So they do it on your
Yeah.
behalf, but you have to continuously pay them to do that, which I found to be a bit unfair
Yes. It's
and a bit damaging to myself.
Mhm.
Um, with the second one that I self-published, you gotta know how to market, you gotta know how to promote.
Mhm.
And for me, I learned that I need a team because I'm a very introvert introverted type of
Mhm.
person. Like I can be an extrovert when I want, but when it comes to my work, it's very hard for me to promote it or market it because I always felt like whatever thoughts and experiences I have, I should share them for free until somebody sat me down and they're like, no, those experiences didn't come without a
Mm.
cost. So, and your work and having to relive that because some of them are re-victimization as well as therapy.
Mm.
You got to put a price to it. There's a value to it, and people will understand.
Mm.
And I did notice that when I started distributing my books, people were like, no, I don't want it for free. I want to pay for it
Ah, okay.
because there's value in it.
Okay.
So for someone starting out, if you're going to go the self-publishing route, just know that it's a lot of work, but there's a lot of benefit at the end. If you go with a traditional public publishing company, I would say start promoting your work on different poetry sites. Like don't stick to just one
Mm.
platform, go to many different ones so that you get known and seen by different people because you never know where that big company or that big agent is that'll see your work and want to get in contact with you. So just keep pushing it out there. It's a lot of work, but there's so much benefit at the end of the day.
Mm. Great advice. Appreciate that very much. It's a unique perspective to speak from, and thank you very much for that insight. Appreciate it. Do you have something else that you can share with us, Gemini?
I do. Now, this is one that I actually wrote last night, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna warn everybody. It's a pretty like deep. Um, it's not necessarily like a happy type of poem,
More
so
somber.
just prepare yourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, just prepare yourselves for it. All right. Okay, so it's called Gifted.
Okay.
14,685 24-hour moments. 7,207 days ago, reminiscing on first actual realized experiences. Prom night, food poisoning. But hey, that's what you get for being slim and thinking that's a valid reason for being gluttonous. Feeling fatigue, wondering was it the stuff that real gentlemen don't kiss and tell? Or just the food needing more time to digest? Yeah, I know. They be saying, Gemini, you something else. Shortly afterwards, taking notice of the fact that I'm losing more than originally ingested. I think it's time for a family doctor's visit. Telling mummy something's not right. So to the closest ER was where we went next to. I'm sorry, ma'am, but your son's going to have to be admitted. Does he have any pre-existing conditions? My head bowed as I whispered, sickle cell disease, sickle cell illness. Oh, well, what exactly is that? Great, just the question I was looking forward to hearing. And before you laugh or I'm being completely serious. Since my belief was, if a top medical facility didn't know it, it mustn't be that serious.
Mm.
Little did I know how those thoughts would prove to be foolish, as they took care of one thing while overlooking the same thing I told them was underlining. Barely making it home on public transportation, before having to be rushed back for my first taste of these fearfully addictive opiates. allowing me to fly high as a kite for all of 30 seconds before clotted pathways allowed for immense, intense, crippling pain to rush in. There for 7 days, hearing about a few others who remain imprisoned by hidden debilitating shackles for several months hereinafter, showing a real cause for concern when losing your virginity to a possible fatal disease, yet losing an interest, trust, and belief when you become a repetitive patient, especially one that looks like me. Yet ironically, years later, after much founded research, still presented as the poster child with these yellow eyes as the face of the disease, or according to many of these doctors, a prescription pill junkie. But hold that thought and allow me to share with you some things seen, experienced, and successfully tucked under my belt. And fuck it. It sounds cold, but when all you feel is pain your entire life and nothing else, including true love, you could truly care less. So there's the typical painful bony crisis, infective fevers leading you to the ICU, moment-to-moment sensational feelings of breaking joint ventured bones. What's that called again? Oh yeah, AVN. Avascular necrosis, not to mention the untimely strokes, liver failure, acute chest syndromes that are sometimes accompanied by multi-organ shutdown moments, and a multitude of so many other things. On top of continuously witnessing all of the good friends you lose on a daily basis, as well as feeling guilty for trying to be the strong one for everyone else. And worst of all, the inability to ease your parents' guilt, unaware of how to forgive them when you never once held them accountable, or those friends you lost to suicide because of preventable depression. And yes, I call it preventable because everyone is so busy judging a book by the cover with no clue that the book that most resembles those of us with sickle cell is a dictionary. We're all people with different set perceptions, different understandings to multiple meanings, with both synonyms and antonyms to our overall dealings. Still, we smile through it, push through it, and fight through it because we have no other choice but to be there to help hold each other up by bringing about a greater awareness. Moving from that naive teen with limited knowledge to a grown man now filled with wisdom, in control of my emotions and feelings, allowing me to finally articulate and script this while still knowing why I call it my blessing. Thank you, God, for allowing me to be one of your many gifted. That's it.
I love it. Very uplifting, very
Nice.
inspirational. I understand why it's a somber piece. Wow. And even what you explained before you did that piece about being able to share things and how like people around you can help you to get to do that more. Wow. So that piece is about you actually in some ways also becoming a vessel because of your experience to bring awareness. Did I
Yeah.
get okay? Okay. Wow.
You got it completely right. Like, this is the first willing to truly speak on sickle cell and suicide. And with September being Sickle Cell Awareness Month and Suicide Prevention Month, it's been a pretty difficult month, especially when it comes to writing, because different associations have asked me to try and speak more about it. But it's a lot of things where you have to remember. You remember great things that happen, right? Like you look at these people and you're like, we're resilient, we're strong, like we're pushing through things that people told us we couldn't do. We're doing ages that they told us we would never reach. We've surpassed it, and but there's still like a race aspect to it, and there's a whole lot of like other things where it's being ignored, especially when it comes to depression and not being able to speak with doctors. Like they're not listening to you. And the funny thing is that they've never witnessed us. Those of them who are specialists have never witnessed a person go through a sickle cell crisis. They usually come after we're stabilized.
Okay.
So there's a lot of disconnected, but a lot of patients, like it's customary for a sickle cell patient to be like, well, if there's something wrong, when you go to the doctor, just pretend like everything's all right and don't say anything.
Really?
And that doesn't sit well with me. Right?
Well, there's a lot of courage and bravery and strength in you taking it upon yourself to do that, to be a voice, to use your voice, to speak for yourself, and those who you will it or not, you actually do speak for because of what you're doing. Yeah, man, that was a very deep piece. I think one of the more painful parts of the poem for me was when you talked a little bit about you describing like the side effects. That was kind of heavy. But thank you so much, Gemini. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. For those who,
thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Those who just joined, thank you very much for tuning in. You are listening to the PodPoets Lounge. You can go subscribe on YouTube. There's more content on the way on YouTube. We have a few videos up there. So stick around for that. Stay tuned for that. There's more insight and inspiration and laughs coming up. There's a lot has happened in the past 5 months. So I'm going to be collecting a lot of that content here from Podbean and putting it up on YouTube. So guys have access to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are chilling. We are chilling with 3 very special guests. Kim Miller is here. Kashima Amish is here. And Gemini is here. He just gave us something dope. But you know what? It is game time. It is game time. Round 2 is going to be a little bit different. The same rules apply where I'm going to give you the question. It could be either an individual or a group question. I'm going to actually mix it up more in this round. Last one was pretty much group questions. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, and we're going to take the questions from the Ink magazine's 2 sections. So they have a feature who this month coming up is going to be Moody Black. So we're going to get some questions about Moody Black, and the From the Grave questions are going to be coming from Langston Hughes. So Langston Hughes is interviewed in the Ink magazine, and he's the one that we're going to be learning a little bit about in these trivia questions, as well as Moody Black. So let's go ahead and get that started. We'll start with Kashima. You can pick either Langston Hughes or Moody Black.
I want to pick Langston Hughes.
Langston Hughes, you said?
Yes.
Okay. First question. Which country did Langston Hughes move to when he was a child?
Oh my God.
This is going to be a group question. I got to put a timer on this one for y'all. 30 seconds, okay?
No.
England? I'm just guessing.
Right. Like.
Oh, there's choices.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. It's right there.
You just noticed the choices?
Canada.
Okay. I was going to restart the timer if I needed to. All right. So that's Kim said Canada. Okay.
How you be like Nigeria? No, I'm going to go with... Look, hurry up, Gemini, so I could go with what you go with. Come on, Jim. I need you.
Okay. Gemini? Kashima?
Gemini? Yes.
I need an answer.
I think it was Gemini. All right, I'm gonna go with A.
Okay. And Gemini, what do you think? I think he's on mute.
Really yeah, I'm thinking he is.
Oh, you might be on mute, Gemini.
Jim.
That mute button.
Sorry,
hiding.
sorry about that.
No problem. Welcome back.
My bad.
We was talking about you.
I was no, I caught that. I'm gonna go with Italy, although my gut's telling me Nigeria, but I'm stuck with Italy.
Right.
I'll stay with Italy.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. Well, Kashima, you are correct. It was Mexico.
What? Wow, nice.
All right, Gemini. Category from you. Either Langston Hughes or
Let's go with Moody Black.
Moody Black. Really, oh, man. Question: September 1st, 2020. Moody Black did this in a Facebook post. Was it A, apologize because the midday open mic was canceled? Or was it B, apologize because he had posted the wrong date for a scheduled IG Live? Or C, apologize for running out of copies of his new album, Manifest? Or was it D, apologize for accidentally hitting the end live button during the midday open mic? 30 seconds, y'all. This one is gonna be just for Gemini.
Great. I knew I needed Facebook for something. I don't think it's B. I'm gonna go with C.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is not correct.
Oh shit.
That one is A.
Oh, damn.
He apologized because the midday open mic was canceled. So you don't have a Facebook?
Wow.
Gemini,
Right.
did I catch that?
I took it down.
Okay. All right, Kim, category for you, please.
Moody Black, please.
All right. Moody Black is a man that wears many hats. Moody Black is all of the following except A, a host, B, a chess instructor, C, former pop and lock dance instructor, D, a comedian, or E, a visual artist. Which of these is he not? And this is actually for the group. This question is for the group. 30 seconds. Ten seconds.
This is for her or all of us?
This is for the group.
I'm gonna go with E.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess B.
We got B for Kashima.
I'm gonna say E as well.
This one is actually C. He was not a former pop and lock dance instructor. The one thing the man didn't do. No, but Mr. Moody Black does a lot, and he's extremely prolific. All right, next question comes from Kashima, or category from Kashima.
Okay. And the categories are Moody Black, Langston Hughes, or what else?
Still on those two for right now.
Okay. Langston Hughes.
Okay. Up to 13 years old, Langston Hughes was raised by his A, grandma, B, older sister, C, neighboring family and friends, or D, no one. He was on his own from 13 years old.
Oh, damn.
10
That's
seconds.
a good one. Langston Hughes is his.
This is just for you, Kashima.
Oh, sugar. Okay, it'll be a guess because I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna say D.
No one? He was actually raised by his grandma. He was.
Oh,
Okay. Gemini. Which category for you?
Let's go with Langston Hughes.
All right. So, contrary to what most people believe, Langston Hughes started writing poetry late at the University of Lincoln. Is this true or false? This one is for the group, and 30 seconds starts now. $15 seconds.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay, got false from Gemini.
I'm gonna go with false too.
Okay, Kashima.
well, I guess I'm gonna go with false too.
This one is actually a fact.
Oh, fuck.
This one is
Wow.
this was a fact. All right, let's get a couple more in here. Who's next? Kim.
Let's try Moody Black.
All right, Moody Black is back. Yeah, he does a lot. Let's see. The Making Words Move Institute was started by Moody Black to do what? Was it A, to get people of all ages excited about poetry? Was it B, to promote the launch of the Deaf Poetry Jam? Was it C, to celebrate the naming of South Carolina's Poet Laureate? Or was it D, to see Moody Black perform all his classics? This is for everyone. 30 seconds starts now.
I'm thinking it is A.
Okay, A for Kashima.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with A too.
Okay, A for Kim. And Gemini?
I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's C.
This is actually A.
Of course.
That one was A.
Should have stuck with the group.
Here's another chance. Okay. Kashima.
Yeah.
Category for you. Langston or Moody?
Moody Black.
Okay. True or false? This is a very interesting one. So I went to his website, and the navigation bar on Moody Black's website, which is www.IamMoodyBlack.com, it includes the buttons education and engagement and a contact us. Is that true or false? The navigation bar on his website, the buttons like home, is there one for education, engagement, and contact us?
Is there one for all three, you saying, or either or?
The education and engagement is one button, and contact us would be another button. The question is asking, is it true that there is both on his website?
I would guess that it is, but I'm gonna take a limb and say that it ain't, because that question is weird that it would even ask that. So I'm gonna say that it ain't.
Okay, we've got false from Kashima.
Okay, it is.
That
Is this a good question?
That is correct. That is correct.
Oh, I'm right.
Yep.
Oh, sugar.
All right, Gemini. Question for you. And this is going to be for the group.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna take it back to Langston Hughes.
Okay. What year did Langston publish his first book of poetry? This is for the group. 10 seconds. Was it 1920, 1926, 1918, or 1922?
What year did I?
I'm gonna say A.
I'm gonna say
B.
Got B for
I'm
Kashima.
gonna go with.
Who said
I'm going with Mom. I'm going
okay,
with
B for Kim and Kashima? Okay. All right, and Gemini went with A. Okay. This is actually B.
Damn.
So when I look
Comeback is
when I
real.
look at the board, it's tied up all across. It's 8-8-8. So that's dope. But we're gonna have to break that tie. Before we do, I want to ask you guys a couple quick rapid fire type questions. Answer as quickly as you can. And we'll start with you, Gemini. Do you prefer writing or typing?
Writing.
Okay. And do you have a favorite color?
Purple.
Can you stop doing poetry?
Hell no.
Endless money or endless love for you at this stage of your life?
Endless love.
How do you prepare for a live performance? As quickly as you can answer.
Breathe and tell myself it'll be all right.
And what has been your biggest challenge in life? As quickly as you can answer.
Spoken word performances.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Nicely done. All right. Okay, Kashima, how do you define poetry? As quickly as you can answer.
a creative way of expressing yourself using words creatively as well and metaphorically.
Do you have a favorite poem?
Yes.
Why is that your favorite poem? Don't even tell me what it is. Just why is that your favorite poem?
It's uplifting. And it provides strength with its words that's used in the poem and the way the words are used.
Love it. Okay. Favorite ways to get into the mode for writing? Two your favorite ways.
One of them is meditation. I put on meditation music.
Okay.
Or I literally would just sit silently for a few minutes.
Okay. How do you know when it's done? A poem. As quickly as you can answer.
When I've gotten to the point of the idea that I started with.
Okay. And how do you prepare for a live performance? As quickly as you can answer.
Breathing exercises, I pray, and I encourage myself. I use I have like these self affirmations I use. I say them to myself.
Yeah, I like those. I got a chance to experience some. Okay, and then this question, as quickly as you can answer. If your pen could rewrite a part of history, where would you go and why?
I will go way back to when there was slavery. And I straighten master out. Why? Because that shit just wasn't goddamn right.
All right. Thank you. And I'm going to actually ask that same question to you, Kim, as the first rapid fire question. If your pen could rewrite a part of history, where would you go and why?
I would go back and that would be a tough. I would go back to trying to decide which one. Okay, I would go back to when Martin was killed and not allow it to happen.
Okay.
Right. And as the why is, I want to see what else he would have done if he had more time.
Why do you write?
I write because it's me breathing. I don't even consider it writing. I consider it breathing.
Okay. 3 words that you got a thing for.
Love,
Okay.
hate,
Oh.
and black.
Okay. How do you know when it's done?
It's done when my soul tells me it's done and not before.
Any poems stand out to you for whatever reason, whether how it came together, the reaction you ever got from it, one of your pieces, your
Yes.
own. What's the title?
Yes. Well, I don't typically title my haiku. I have a poem, but no, the one I'm thinking of is a haiku, and I don't title my haiku.
Okay. Do you actually have it right now that you could have?
I do.
Hit us with it, please.
I think I did it earlier, but strong women are not unbreakable. We just know you ain't the hammer. That's my favorite.
Got you. Yes, a beautiful one. All right, so that's a rapid fire. Thank y'all. That was well done. That was dope. That was well done. Let's see what we have time for. We have time to finish this game. We have time to get a winner crowned. How does that sound to y'all?
Dope. Sounds good.
Okay, so let's have a consensus.
Sounds good.
Final category that hopefully is going to get us a winner. Let's see. What's it gonna be? How about Poets Scramble for Words? Let's go back to this one. And what I want you to do is create as many 2-letter words as you can. Okay? Now, the word that I'm giving you, it's PodPoets. And you've got to create as many 2-letter words as you can out of that. And you have 30 seconds.
2-letter words.
You ready? Here we go. Okay. Now, what I'd like to do is have you text your 2-letter word and put a comma in between each 2-letter word. And then I'm going to count to 3. Each of you are going to hit send at the same time. And I'll compare the words that you found with the words that exist. There's 5 words that you can create from PodPoets that are 2-letter words.
What?
Let me know.
5?
What?
5? How did you get 5?
So, let me hear yes when you're ready to send. Kim, are you ready?
Ready.
No.
Gemini, are you ready?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Okay. And Kashima, are you ready?
No. Oh my gosh. But I guess so.
All right. So you typed out the 2-letter words. You have a space or a comma between them so I can differentiate. And
Okay.
all right, cool. Thank y'all. Here we go. On 3, just hit send and I'll review. 1.
Wait, we haven't typed them in. Wait.
You.
I'm typing them in.
Okay. The crowd is excited. The anticipation. It's growing. It's growing. Avery. You ready, Kashima?
No, wait. 1, 2, 3.
She not.
Okay.
Normally they say
I'm
she
ready.
ready, but she not ready.
I'm ready. She
Okay.
ready.
All right, here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Hit send. Okay, thank you. Okay. Here's one. Okay. That's one, yes. So Kim got dough. So did Kashima, and so did Gemini. Okay. So that don't count. T-O. Okay. Y'all all got that one. Okay. S-O. You each got that. Po. P-O is not a word. In this, T-E. No. E-P. No. S-E. No. E-D. No. And E-T. No. So it looks like, Kim, you got 3 out of that. So you're at 11.
I have a typo. Sorry. One of them is a typo.
Kashima, is it the get? Oh, what? That one?
Yeah. That's the typo.
Okay,
Yes.
so that the word get shouldn't even be there, right? Is that right?
It should not
Okay,
be there.
got you.
Pardon me. It should not be.
All right, so Kashima had PS. Okay, that's not one. T-O, you got, yep. D-O, you got that one, yes. S-O, you did get that one. And E-T, that is not one. Okay, so you also at 11. Oh, y'all making it hard. Okay, so y'all still tied. All right, Gemini, you got T-O. Okay, you got D-O. Po also you thought was one that wasn't. S-O, you got, and S-E is not. All right, why y'all do this to me? I actually had a game that went like 3 hours. How long did it go? Like 3 hours. Because it was just tied up.
People say you thought that was one. Like, duh.
All right, so I want to break the tie. Do you guys want to break the tie?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. All right, here we go. I think this is the category to do it in, though. All right, so let's go with. Can we take this? Okay. I need as many 3 and 4 letter words that you can create. As many 3 and 4 letter words that you can create out of what I'm going to give you. Okay? You guys understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here we go. The word is spit it.
Spit it.
Mm-hmm. S-P-I.
Oh, I see it.
Yep.
Oh,
Got it.
gotcha. I'm done. It's literally what I thought.
And I'm going to give y'all a minute on this one, okay? So I'm going to do 30 seconds and then 30 seconds. Here we go. So it could be a 3-letter word or a 4-letter word. As many as you can come up with.
Oh my God.
A little more time. Here we go. And remember, once you're done, just text it or wait for the cue to text it, but type it and we'll do it just like before. 11 seconds. The suspense. Okay. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll give the count for the send. this was a great game. What a comeback. Gemini took the lead early, 8 points, thought he was good. He's like, yeah, I'm Gemini. Look at them.
Comeback was real.
Very real. Yes. Ladies are not playing.
Oh, shoot, sorry.
All right, so Gemini's helping out somebody here.
Slip of the finger.
It ain't me.
All right, give me a yes when you're ready.
Ready.
Okay, Kim is ready. Just
Still
about
typing,
ready.
sorry.
Okay, no problem. It's cool.
All right, I'm almost ready. Right here. Here we go.
Okay, and hopefully this will be it. We can give our fingers some exercise. Give our fingers a rest.
All right, ready.
Okay.
Well, I'm typing in.
Okay. We've got 2 locked and loaded.
I'm coming. I'm getting there.
No problem. Jam into some jazz. Uh, 10. Okay. Gemini, I've got you at
I'm so
10.
cheesed.
So you're at 21.
Wait.
Let me count you again.
Hold up. The word PC.
Which word?
PISI.
P.
Now chill. Y'all always gotta elaborate when it's
Yeah.
him, yo.
What does that mean?
I'm hating.
Cat.
Chill. Just let me hate.
What's pissy? Is that like pissy?
No, it's
Cat.
not a word.
No, cat. It's a word.
No,
This is
brother.
going over my head right now. What is going on?
Look it up.
Look.
It's not a
Hold
word. No, he
Okay.
gotta look it up. Kim, he
Hold
ain't
on,
do that
hold
with us.
on.
This is mad cheating, boy. I'm telling God. I'm telling God. This is cheating. Hey, yo, Kim, you hear
I
this?
already gave
He
you the
ain't do
win.
all this- He ain't do all this analytical, philosophical. He ain't do none of this for us, yeah. I'm just saying. I'm telling God. I promise. I'm telling. What? It's all good. Come on. Me and Kim still know how to fight.
So
Come on.
wow,
That's right. Come on now.
this is dope because Kashima is our winner. Kashima is our winner. Congratulations, Kashima.
Go, girl.
That was such an amazing game. That was such an amazing game. Wow, awesome players.
I told you I know how to fight.
Great guest. Yo, give it up one more time.
Yes.
See, that was from my heart to yours. See, from the heart of a poet. That was from my
I
heart
want a
to yours.
third-party recount. Chill out.
Chill out. Back down. Chill. Come on, sportsmanship, bro.
Salute.
I did. I called the win before you got it.
You so well played. Wow.
Congratulations.
Wow. Close game. All right. So
Amazing,
Kashima won by 1 point. 22 points.
Go, Kashima.
Gemini close second with 21
Nice.
points.
Congrats.
19 points for Kim. Wow, that was a close game. Well done. Woo. All the excitement. So we're a little
I'm totally excited. Yes.
We're a little bit past 9. Thank y'all so much for sticking around. Appreciate it. As well for our listeners, Blazing Fire TV. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Appreciate it very, very much. So we have our winner. They shared some magic with us tonight. We had an absolutely great time. I want to thank y'all, everyone, for hanging out. As always, I really hope that you had a fun time. $ Knockwell Poetry is where you can donate to support the platform. If you are interested in being a guest or if you want to promote your brand, you can email the PodPoets Lounge at gmail.com. Listen wherever and whenever you want to pick your podcast. We are growing in platforms and it'll continue to do so. Or you can vibe live right here, September 26th, for more word, power, and sound at the PodPoets Lounge. Thanks once again to our special guest for stopping by. Oh, my heart is full. It was a true pleasure having you each on the show, evidenced by the smile on their face. Yeah, right, yeah, so. Oh my goodness. Listen to me, man. I loved it. Thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay positive, have a good night, and take good care. Peace.
Yes, have a good night.
Take care.
September 26th. Catch the next episode of the PodPoets Lounge spoken word and poetry game show. You can listen live every other Saturday from 7 to 9 Eastern Time. Join the fun celebrating these dope poets. Congratulations to our winner, the gifted Kashima Amish. Follow her at Kashima_beauty. And you can play the PodPoets trivia game, read the poems from our winners, and catch up on the hottest poetry and spoken word news with the Ink magazine. Subscribe to the PodPoets Lounge YouTube channel and tell us how we're doing. Swipe up to play the latest trivia from episode 16 right from the PodPoets Lounge Instagram page. And remember, you don't need the Podbean app to listen live. and don't miss an episode. You can find us where you get your podcast. Press play and spark a vibe. Kaboom!